From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the first day of October, which, by the way, is our 1-year anniversary together. How about that? East Tennessee Weather launched 1 year ago and growing every single day because of you, so thank you so much. If you love it, pass along the word to everybody. Let's keep growing, my friends. Giving you hopefully the best weather coverage you can possibly get. It's weather when you want it. You can come to me whenever you have time. I can get the latest forecast. I am always here. All right, let's talk about some good news because the power grid continues to slowly but surely come online, which is awesome news to pass along. Not to mention the French Broad River continues to come on down. So the flooding issues continue to move on out of here, which is great. But, of course, the cleanup efforts will continue for days, weeks, months, and yes, even years. Been a devastating situation in our own backyard. Hate to see this for sure. All right, here's our future cast throughout the day today. We are going to see patchy dense fog to get the day started. We've got a mix of sun and clouds as we head through the afternoon hours. Not expecting a lot of rainfall, but can't rule out a couple of passing showers coming in from the north and northwest. And that should be the story throughout the day today. So I'll be surprised if you get a quick little shower or two, but I don't think it's going to add up to a whole lot. You can clearly see not a ton around East Tennessee. Now our forecast should be a little bit warmer. Dense fog in 60s this morning, climbing into the low 70s as we get into the lunch hour. Forecast highs likely to be a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday. Upper 70s to a few pockets of low 80s. Guess what? That's right where we should be for this time of year. Average highs are at 78 degrees. 76 by 6 o'clock here tonight, dropping down to 69 as we get into the 10 o'clock hour. I think we're going to have some patchy dense fog as we get into our Wednesday and likely the case again on Thursday. Actually, I think Thursday could potentially bring us some more dense fog. But let me tell you the story that we do have a frontal boundary on the way. It's a moisture-starved cold front. Doesn't have a lot of activity with it. Doesn't have a lot of dry air. Now, the air should dry out just a little bit back behind it, but not a ton. And high pressure builds in at the surface anyways, across parts of the Ohio Valley. And that's going to help to warm our temperatures up. Not to mention we've got an upper level ridge that's really going to help to warm our temperatures up really. But it's going to be sliding its way to the south and southeast as another trough swings its way on in. As that trough swings its way on in, it's going to bring a little bit of energy to the area, which could spark off a few showers, mainly across the mountain counties, I think, as we get into our, say Friday. Probably not going to see a whole lot on Saturday. And when you add up your 7-day rainfall outlook, well, it's pretty lackluster, which is great news to pass along. We don't need the rain at this point of the game, but I think we could see a little bit more enhancement across the mountain counties and maybe the northern plateau. Looking ahead to the start of October, well, it is the start of October, but the 7th through the 11th anyways, could be trending average to maybe slightly below average when it comes to precipitation, and that may continue as we go from the 9th through the 15th. And realize that October is our driest month of the year. So do anticipate drier weather conditions from here on out. Now, rain chances are going to be pretty lackluster at best. Not expected a whole lot. I don't really like to use 10%, but I don't think that the rainfall forecast is totally out of the question. So that's just kind of there it is. Could see a couple of isolated showers as these boundaries move their way on through, but that should be about the extent of it. Temperatures will be trending at or just slightly above average as we wrap up the week. As we get into the weekend and next week, well, we've got another boundary on another cold front on the way Sunday into Monday, and that potentially could bring us the most refreshing air so far this season. Lower humidity, lower temperatures. So we'll see how it all plays out. But really looking ahead, we probably are going to stay fairly average anyways from the next 6 to 10, 8 to 14 days out. So pretty solid average weather is on the way. All right, for those of you that may be heading to the coastal areas, still tracking the tropics, my friends, still have a 10% for the next 2 days and a 40% over the next 7 days of a cluster of thunderstorms that could become a low-pressure system, maybe a tropical system. It's not looking likely at this point of the game, I will tell you that, but we will probably see some rain showers developing along the coastal areas. So if you have plans, maybe take the umbrellas and the rain jackets just to be on the safe side, as you'll probably get some rain. And this is not unusual. You got to realize that the Gulf of Mexico does have an enhancement this time of the year, September, October. We're now in October, obviously, but we still are looking at, peak season is coming down, and you got to realize the hurricane season goes all the way through November. So we still have a lot of time. But peak hurricane season is September 10th, so now we're at October 1st. So we're still elevated, and so hurricane season is still with us. So that's why we're going to always keep an eye on the tropics for you. And you can always check in online at easttnweather.com or by downloading the East Tennessee Weather app. As I mentioned, it's your one-stop shop for weather right here in East Tennessee. As today, we celebrate our 1-year anniversary. I'd love to hear from you on social media. If you've been joining me for the last year, if you're just now finding out about East Tennessee weather, thank you. And if you like it, pass along the word. Have a great day. Your next weather update is coming up today at noon. And of course, also on social media all day long. Have a great day.